Hey, record-loving friends, it's Brian from tokyorecordstyle. I just wrapped up my day at the office and I thought I would bring you on another adventure through Tokyo to show you some cool stuff. I've been working in the town of Ebisu for the last 10 years and we've just recently moved not too far to Daikanyama, and now I'm really missing Ebisu, and I didn't really realize that after having worked here for so long, it has really become part of my Tokyo experience and my life living here. Ebisu is one of the 7 lucky gods. I've made a video about him that you can check out. I'll link it in the show notes. And the town is really cool. It's known for nightlife, entertainment, lots of restaurants, murals in the underpasses under the Yamanote Line. And also it has 2 great record listening bars here, Bar Martha and its sister bar Trax. I'm just around the corner from Trax. Very cool record listening bars, but you have to be mindful of being too loud or they will come to your table and shush you. But that is not where I'm going to take you today. Today I am going to take you to a Tokyo record style adjacent establishment, one that has been here for a very long time. I'm very excited to show you. It's an institution of Ebisu and of Tokyo. So come with me for a little ride and let's check out this really cool place. Hey, record-loving friends, pay no attention that this Brian is wearing a different shirt and maybe a different hat from the one that you met moments ago and from the one that you will meet 5 minutes from now. The one from moments ago on the motorcycle is 2 weeks ago's Brian, and the one that you'll meet in a couple of minutes from now is yesterday's Brian, and I am today's Brian, and it has taken me several starts and stops to get you this very cool video. I'm very happy to bring you to Ebisu to show you one of the coolest shops in all of Tokyo. This is the legendary Osawa Camera shop in Ebisu. Osawa Camera shop is one of hundreds of camera shops in Tokyo, but it is probably one of the oldest. This camera shop started in 1940. That is 84 years ago. This is a 3rd generation camera shop run by the Osawa boys. Their father was the proprietor of the shop and their grandfather before them, and it is just one of the coolest and nicest shops in Tokyo, and I'm really excited to give you a little tour of the place. It's like a little piece of heaven. Okay. We're working on this flicker situation. So we're here at Osawa Camera, one of the coolest shops. I'm gonna show you the camera lenses, some of the cool cameras, and the reason that I put this place on the map of Tokyo record style visits is because, one, Tokyo record style is also about photography, and because when I came here one time, there was a box of records that Masahiko-san, who is an avid jazz collector, started selling inside the shop. So not only can you come to score some really cool cameras and lenses here, you can actually, we're on the last remnants of the record collection, and I've asked Masahiko-san to restock it, but we've still got a few records in here, so be sure to come and check it out. And I just want to tell you a little bit about this camera shop. Now, I said that this camera shop started in 1940. Like before the war. And there was another camera shop that was around here called Ando Camera, and it has to have been one of the earliest photography and camera development labs in all of Tokyo. And apparently Mr. Ando had a really lovely daughter who great-grandfather Osawa fell in love with and married into the camera family. And when the Ando family brand ceased to exist, it became Osawa Camera. And here is a very cool picture of the original camera shop in Ebisu. You can see it says Ebisu Camp. And there is the cool Osawa Camera Shop and the old signage on the streets. Now, Ebisu Camp. What is Ebisu Camp? The Osawa boys told me that right up the road during the occupation, there was a camp specifically for the Australian and the New Zealand military. And the earliest customers of Osawa Camera were soldiers who came and got their film developed here. The Osawa boys told me that their grandfather learned English during the war, and their father learned English from supporting some of the customers and also in his college days. And it became like a noteworthy place in Ebisu. So I can't really emphasize enough how cool this shop is, and it being 80 years old, 84 years old. It has to be one of the oldest camera shops in all of Tokyo. Osawa-san, do we know if this is the oldest camera shop in Tokyo? Ichiban daibu mai kara, we don't know, but it's up there.
Maybe more old shop.
Maybe there's older shops in Tokyo, but this has got to be one of the oldest shops. I think if there's anything older, it's probably in Ginza or Nihonbashi, and probably, you know, a far cry from what it once was. But Osawa Camera, as you can see, is a still vibrant camera shop, and it kind of reminds me of some of the really cool indie record shops that I visit. And I really love coming here, just like I love coming to the camera shops. And I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna pass it over to yesterday's Brian to show you Osawa's father and grandfather up here on the wall. There he is, and there he is as a little boy. And you'll hear more about him from yesterday's Brian. Okay, over to you, yesterday's Brian. Take it away. Okay, Flickr problem solved. Where was I? What did I? Oh, okay, one more time from the top. So here is Osawa Senior. I think this was their father, ne?
Father.
Your father, ne? And now the shop is run by two of the brothers, Kazuhiko-san and Masahiko-san, and their third brother, who's between them, is Kunihiko-san. And he's a working photographer, and he's living not around here, but someday we'll get to meet him. But around the shop are some like amazing pictures that I think their father and grandfathers were taking. Oh, here we go. Here's some more. I'm going to show you some of these pictures. Here is the original Gora. So this is the glass shop, and this is the camera shop, Osawa Camera. And here's Ebi's station forever ago. Like the old train tracks that hardly will look anything familiar. This is Nani?
1960.
This is 64 Olympics. No, that's the Olympics. That's the Olympic torch. Okay, and that could be Hanako. Who knows? I went to Kichijoji yesterday, and Hanako is the famous elephant who was alive during the war. So she was a gift from India. This looks like Suyama. Maybe it's not, but old pictures of Ebisu. That might
Shibuya.
Shibuya desu ne. That's Shibuya Scramble right there. Oh my goodness. Wow, how much has it changed? The station's right behind us, and that goes up. There's Tower Records. And yeah, what's this station? Shibuya Station, right? And here's the old Ebisu beer factory. And the beer headquarters is here in Ebisu. And also, the town is named for, we've debated this before, but it's named for the Ebisu Beer Company, and the Ebisu Beer Company was quite strong, and they renamed parts of the town, and did a lot of marketing things to help them make their beer a beloved beer in Japan. But Ebisu, of course, is one of the 7 lucky gods. I've talked to him about him a lot on the YouTube channel. But what's also home to Ebisu is the Photography Museum, which has been here since the 60s, the Shabi, the Shashin Bijutsukan, and it is a important place to come and check out amazing photo exhibitions. It's like not just a gallery, it's like a proper museum. They have like world-class traveling exhibitions coming through town. Right now, the Paul McCartney show is on. I haven't been yet, but I'm really dying to go. I would say the point that makes Osawa Camera really cool is that they have like really unique lenses and kind of like hip cameras. These guys are cool and they're still keeping this lab going, and there's a handful of like pretty punk cool kids who are working here, and everybody's sort of kind of in the know about camera trends and what's kind of cool, and a lot of these, like you'll see a lot of these scene lenses, the old like 8mm and 16mm camera lenses that have like amazing apertures and resolving power, and they're very good for like three force cameras, or you know, the smaller sensor cameras. And they just have like some really interesting lenses that those of you who are working in like cinema and know like old film cameras, there's a Cook brand, that's a famous British maker. Anganu is a famous French maker of lenses. These are highly coveted glass, and I've kind of seen them like go up and down in price over the years. There's some cool advertisements here on the wall, and I mean, okay, so this is really cool, and they've got kind of, you know, I think they might even like, you can like maybe even consign some stuff. There's CDs over here. There's weird funky lenses and kind of like 80s era, you know, cameras that kind of were scoffed at, you know, in the early 2000s when everybody wanted like Leicas and, you know, Zeiss glass, and they didn't really want these sort of like utilitarian 80s classic Japanese cameras like the Fuji Zoom Cardia 900. But now this is the camera that people want, the Canon Auto Boy. This is like super hip. This one also, this is the Konica like industrial camera that the workermen's use on construction sites, and it's pretty hip. I mean, it's orange because it's meant to be, you know, utilitarian, and it's meant to be easy to use and easy to find, and you know, lost in the tool truck. But now it's quite a hip camera to, you know, pack and to bust out. Whoa, you've got one of those. I see, you know, the Olympuses, and oh my god, I might as well show them to you all. So they've got some cool old Japanese Konicas. I love the old Konicas. The glass on the Konicas is really hot. A Phoenix, I've never even seen this one before. Some FM2s, and then a beautiful F2. Look at that thing. And these Olympus pen half frames, and you know, the compact cameras that, you know, they were sort of like super famous and popular in their day, but sort of went out of fashion, and now they're back. There's a Kyocera. That's a pretty hot camera and a really reasonable price. And they've got cool swag, you know, from some of the, oh wow, and look at these like tie pins and like patches, and they've got the like date backs, and they've got just like weird stuff. What's this one? Koshina, wow, from Nagano, nice. Koshina, I had some Koshina. That's a beautiful Koshina before it was. Yeah, from Nagano. I think Nagano kana? I think it's in Nagano. Some Russian cameras. Some beautiful Nikons. I didn't show you these. An old Rolleiflex. Ricoflex. Pardon me, Ricoflex. Oh, you know what?
Occupied Japan.
Wow, Occupied Japan.
Japan.
Made in Occupied Japan. Okay, some old Nika. That's Russian?
Yeah, Japan.
That's Japanese? Leica? Nika is Japanese? Wow, I don't know about that. Wow, that's cool. Wow, there's a Fed. or Fed,
Fed Russian.
Fed is Russian, and Korean. What's that one? That's beautiful.
Olympus.
Olympus.
Petri.
Petri, cool. These are what I should have said. Like these are what's the special collection of Osawa. What's that one? That's German, Olympus car.
That's
It's Olympics.
Olympus.
Okay, we got. Look at these stocks. Woohoo! And all the film. That's special. That's some good stuff right there. Okay, a little bit of B-roll. Oh, and the Brainwave film. These guys are like. That's a cool little sub-brand. These guys are like, they've got like collaborators, people who are like making new things in camera world and film world. They've got, you know, Brainwave film. Okay, these guys, do we know where Brainwave is? Brainwave, Japanese? Is he American? Do we know? Wasn't we forgot. But this guy is a Japanese guy who lives here and he's... But he's an American dude, and he's got his own film called Brainwave. We don't remember. But he's got these pretty dope hats. So Brainwave, dude, we gotta meet. We gotta hook up. And I dig your gear here, and I salute you for film. You guys need to know about my film collection. I've got kind of a crazy film collection. And like over here, they've got, you know, all kinds of filters and manuals, and on the other side, I'll show you the film. They've got a cool book that they've been part of helping to get published, and lots of people come here to, lots of like Tokyo street photography people who have been here and established. They love Osawa Camera, and they come here and they drop their flyers off. You can know about exhibitions. There's a CD here. They're selling CDs, a couple of CDs, maybe they're friend CDs. This actually, I'm gonna stop for a second, and I'm going to change pace real quick because Kazuhiko-san is also, hold on, let's get this. Also is a musician in a band called Blue Period by Thomas Tosh, the Wabi Sabi Blues Band. He plays drums, and he's a damn good drummer. I listen to this, and it's really hot jazz. It's got a lot of cool originals and covers on it. In the Midnight Hour, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Wild Horses. And it's got a full-on jazz ensemble with chorus and horns and a really rich, fun listen. So, and he gifted me this last time I visited. So thank you so much for that. I really like this. Check out Thomas Tosh online somewhere. Blue Period. I'll leave a link to it if I can. Thomas Tosh of the Wabi Sabi Blues Band. Cool stuff. I didn't mention that there's actually like koto. There's koto on this album. That's kind of the main point. That's what makes it the Wabi Sabi Blues Band. It's like blues guitar and with this like interesting koto soundscape beneath it all. I'm gonna leave this here for just 1 second next to the CDs while I keep showing you, like, oh my God. Okay, we're not calling Osawa Camera, but we're just lamenting on the days of cheap film. And now it's like, this stuff is more precious than gold. But they've got the, you know, standard, well, even better than standard inventory. They've got, you know, the classic color, Kodak color and Ilford and XP2 and solid black and white, even some neopan. And sadly, like, so much film has, like, you know, they've discontinued, so many different kinds of film has been discontinued over the years. And it's a small cry of what it once was, but in here I once bought a Avinon 21 millimeter black, a super rare black Avinon ultra wide M mount lens, which was made by some Japanese maker, Abe-san. Abe-san made the Avinon Tomo, and he was in the I think he's in Yokohama. But they also have, like, you can see up here on the ceiling, they've got the backdrops, and if you want to come and do, like, you know, get a ID photo for your passport, they'll do it like the old style. I don't know, they probably do it digital, but I think when I used to come here, you guys were still doing it with the Polaroid cameras. Oh, and I got this So, Masahiko-san was a big jazz collector and had like some premium jazz records, and he was the one who whose records I first started noticing. And I gotta call out this T-shirt. This T-shirt is a GNR. They say in Japanese, we say CNR in English. Swiss-made, beautiful studio camera that is this really amazing modular thing. And they did a tie-up with Uniqlo actually like 10, 15 years ago. That's an old T-shirt. And I love this camera, and I don't have so many opportunities to have it, but I have T-shirt envy right now because that T-shirt is so cool. Okay, a few more photos. This is Ebi Station back in the day. Whoa, that's Mr. Osawa when he was a kid. Nani? Wait. Oh, that's like, okay, I got it. So one guy is the camera shop owner, and then the other guy is the glass owner. This is when they were little kids. Wow, so his father started Osawa Camera, and his father started the glass company, and they grew up together. And wow, what a great photo. This looks like Ebisu Matsuri? Bonodori. This is the October late summer festival when we honor our deceased loved ones. Whoa, here's a cool car on what's that street called? Ginza Dori, where Ginza Kisa-ten. I love the little Kisa that's over there. Looks like old, over by Meguro kana, between Meguro and America. Oh, wait, that's American Bridge. Okay, that's right over by the by the museum. I'm gonna take you up to the museum one of these days. And this is right here. Koko janai? Asoka. Wow. Wow, that's when they built the Shibuya line. The Shibuya line, which comes to Ebisu, and even a few more. Here's the old promenade where Osawa Camera is, and they have like an old streetcar. Oh man, I mean, when I first came to Japan, I tracked down all the camera shops that I could. There's just like too many to know about. On the east side there were so many, but this really remains one of the coolest ones in all of Tokyo. There's big, chains. There's the Kitamura and there's the map cameras, but there's not so many Osawa cameras left. And I said to these guys, hey, I'll tag you on Instagram, or I'll put your, I'll share you on whatever. And they said, no, we're offline. We're completely offline. I said, oh, okay, that's cool. Can I share this? And I said, so what's the motto of the shop? Does the shop have like a special anything that it cares specifically about besides helping customers and giving great service and doing film development? And they said something to the effect of, we want to do we want to do, I don't want to say what little we can, but we want to do what we need to do to keep the shop going and to keep a balanced life, enjoy your hobbies, music, and so on. So they are doing a good job to keep this 84-year shop going. It's got to be one of the oldest camera shops in Tokyo, if not the oldest camera shop, and it's got to be one of the oldest businesses in Ebisu. If you come to Ebisu, to come to the maybe photography museum, the Shashin Bijutsukan, it's got a new name now, the Tokyo Photographic Arts Museum. It's the same place. But if you come to go see a show there, have some food at some of the amazing restaurants that Ebisu offers, and pay a visit to Osawa Camera and the Osawa boys. Shoot some film, get your film developed here. And when Tokyo's a mecca for record shops, it's also a mecca for camera shops, and Osawa Camera is definitely one of the places where you have to come and pay homage to a really cool Ebisu institution. So I know this wasn't exactly record related stuff, although there are some records here. You can come and dig in a little bit of this. We need more records. More records on the guy. Warika. They're finished. But please come and do check the place out. Gents, thank you so much. 楽しかった。ありがとうございます。We're gonna come here again, and please put Osawa Camera on your map. Really cool record shop. So happy to know about this place and to know about these guys and to share it with you. Okay, thanks for joining me on another Tokyo Record Style adventure. This was a lot of fun. And until next time, I will see you at the camera store. Bye.